Hello, everybody. What is good? I hope you guys can hear me. I think I'm a little late to the show. Yeah, right. A little late to the show. Excited to be here. I know I got a few of you guys hyped up on my last stream on my channel a couple days ago. This is gonna be fun, man. So here we go. We're live, right? I'm gonna do my best to be involved in the chat. But how this is gonna work for the people that aren't here live, I'm gonna kind of chop it up a little bit for the first few minutes. So if you aren't here live, but you want to get straight to the value, to the charts, just skip forward to when you see a chart shared in the screen, okay? When you see an actual chart in the screen, that's when I'm going to be doing my thing. So because I like to be like, right to the point, but I also need to find that balance, I was making some beats, by the way. That's why I'm kind of late. But what is good? Let me shout a few of you guys out real quick. We'll talk about some things. Well, let's do things a little bit different today, So what I want to do, I want to show you guys my Twitter real quick. Just to show you guys kind of like how we go about doing things around here. And that'll be fun. Let me know if you guys can hear me, by the way. Can you guys hear me? What is good? I'm pretty sure you guys could. I would hear a bunch of no mic if not. But let me share my Twitter screen. Hang on 1 second. Thursday night, technical analysis. Jenkinz. Twitter. Hopefully there's nothing on there. I should have checked. But either way, you guys are going to see my life real quick. Here's my Twitter. I tried to clear it out. Shoot. I got some messages to look at. I'll check those in a second. Can you guys see my tweets? This is my page, basically. Okay, so last time I was on stream, shout out to Crypto Kobe, by the way. That man's always supporting. It was August 27th, I believe. We basically hit 23 cents, pulled back to 21 cents. Oh, no, that was this one right here. 23 cents, pulled back to 21. I kind of told you guys that on the stream. Then it happened. I said 25 plus cents coming next. I won't play the video or anything. You guys probably remember that if you follow me. This is just showing my next video I put up. That doesn't really matter too much. In honor of Hex about to 25 cents, take a moment to remember my price projection. On my last page, I put 25 cents in my major price target, and I'll show you guys that box that we had. And now that we finally hit that major price target, tonight is the night that I'm going to give you guys my next major target. That's exciting. I know I was telling you guys for a while that I'm going to give you guys that. A lot of you guys are asking for end-of-year projections. I'll give you that, I guess. I'll definitely give you my next few major targets, but I'll give you guys what you want. That's Discourse Syndicate. It's a fun channel to be on, so I'll give you guys what you want tonight. But this is what I want to show you guys. So Hex, what was this? August 30th, 4 days ago. Hex just completed maybe the strongest daily bullish engulfing candle I've ever seen, and that is saying a lot because I've seen a lot of bullish engulfing candles in my lifetime. This is scary bullish. And it is. It still is till this day. And you guys obviously the price. Next major target is 25. We're up in this range today. 30 cents was that kind of range I wanted to get to. But if you thought Hex pumped fast to get to 25 cents, the journey to $1 will blow your mind. We are still early. So if you are here today on this stream, you are still early. Okay? And I'll show you why. I got some Hex dollar talk, realistic. Jenkinz is conservative when he talks about his TA. I'm not one of those. I am one of those guys that's very bullish on Hex when I'm talking dollars and hundreds of dollars and stuff. We get it. We know where Hex is going, but we want to be realistic, but not like bearish or fudding. I just like to walk you guys down step by step. There's a staircase that we walk on. I try to follow, each step with you guys. Let me get a drink. I got cotton mouth. By the way, puppy's behind me. She's sleeping, so I'm not even going to bother her. If she wakes me up, I'll show you guys her again. But that was that tweet. My last tweet, if 25 cents holds support here, we're going to hit 30 to 33 cents before the next major pullback. And that's where I kind of left off. Let me X out of my Twitter for now because I tried to clear out all of my notifications, but apparently they didn't get cleared out. But yeah, so that's where we're at. And Hex did hold 25 cents as a support line, okay? And here we are today. So I'm going to walk you guys through the chart. I'm going to show you guys what's going on now, what happened since their last stream. And I'm going to show you guys what to expect next. And I'm going to tell you guys my next major target, realistic. And I'm going to show you the data behind it. And then I got some other bullish hex numbers to talk to you guys about. And you guys are probably going to like this. This is going to be a very bold claim that I'm going to have. I'm going to show you guys in a little bit here later. So let me show you a chart. Where's the chart? So for the people that aren't live, I mean, now you guys can tune in. This is the part where I'm going to start talking charts. Oh, wait. Before I show you the chart, let me just shout out to the chat real quick. Let's go to the top. Number 2880. First one here. Welcome to the chat. Cool, Luke. You said you're first, but you're second. It's all right, though. Close enough. Hexagon Greenhorn. Word. What is good, my friend? Papa Boner. Did I say that right? If that's your name, I respect it. Shout out to you. Pay me Hex. What's up, Jenkinz? What's good, man? Welcome to the chat. Justin Davis. Is the cap on Hex? And if not, why not? Why no? Is the a cap on Hex? No, there's no cap. If that's what you're asking. No cap. No cap. There's no cap. No. Hex to $1 soon. I'll nod to that. 27.7. I think we're calling out. Oh, yeah, by the way, that was David Gomez. Shout out to you, David Gomez. Pay me Hex. Calling out the shots. I like it. The numbers. Godly Buds, welcome to the chat. Cool Luke, well done. What's up, y'all? Get rid of Jenkins. I think I said hi to you already. Greg Ship, what's good? You're the best. Thank you. Lies Beneath the Truth, welcome to the chat. Tiger, welcome to the chat. I see you all the time. Hexagon, welcome to the chat. Hex Machine, welcome to the chat. Mel V, Tony, welcome to the chat. Pop, I got you already. Crypto J, welcome to the chat. Ready to hear your bullish prediction. Okay, I'm ready to give it to you tonight. Row 4, Jenkins in the house. I am here. So are you. So welcome to the chat. Hexagon Greenhorn, got that. Devin C, you better drop that bullish news you were teasing. Yeah, I got you tonight, I promise. Diamond Dad, hey y'all, welcome to the chat. Michael Fatza, do your thing, Jenkins, you're the man. No, you're the man. Thank you for being here. DJ Paulie Wood, good vibes. Welcome to the chat. Crypto Panda, what is good, my man? You were kind of hyping me up earlier. Okay, by the way, I didn't even post my link to this stream. As you guys know by now, I don't pre-plan my streams. I don't get fully organized. I just literally sit down, turn on my camera, turn on the chart. I don't plan anything. I don't even shill my stuff anymore. I don't promote it. I probably should do that to kind of spread the word, whatever. If it's good value, I just feel like good value will spread itself. So I just kind of let the people speak. Orca Diamante, yo, welcome to the chat. Lawrence Miller, welcome to the chat. Thank you. Francesco Tato, I think I said that right. Don't you put a logo of Hex on the Syndicate Discord? I'm not good with logos, to be honest with you, so I don't know. Row 4, welcome to the chat. Hit the likes. Let's help pre-viral Jenkins. Yes, Jenkins is pre-viral, just like Hex. I'm assuming once Hex goes viral, so will I, but it's all good. I'll keep giving you guys the value and giving you guys my best efforts and trying to help you guys as much as I can in the meantime. This is passion. This isn't like a job to me. Greg Ship, what's good? King of TA, I appreciate the comment, my man. Thank you. Yo, Jenkins. Phils. Yo, Jenkins, let's enjoy some of your beats. Remember, you were bumping some on your last streams. They were straight fire. Peace, bro. I'll actually show you guys my last beat I was just working on. Do I have that up? I'll play it real quick. I'll play it at the end because you guys aren't here for beats. You guys are here for Hex stuff. So I'll play it at the end. I got you. Don't worry. Let's see what we got. Zill Surfer, what's good? Welcome to the chat. Anon, yeah, I can't say that. I'm sorry, but welcome to the chat. Cosmic Party, Jenkins, love you, man. We're ready for your goodies. I'm ready to give it to you. Thank you. Welcome to the chat. Greg Ship, $5 super chat. Lemon character lifting baby lemon in the air to congratulate him. I love it. Thanks for the super chat. If you guys do super chats, I appreciate it, but don't worry. Put your money into Hex. You guys deserve all the wealth in the world. Hex pays us all enough, so I appreciate the gesture, but there's other people that need it more, so I appreciate it, but thank you for the gesture. Good man. Kinetics. Jenkins is the man, my man. Kinetics, the pioneer. Kinetics and RG3 running this ship. If it wasn't for Kinetics, honestly, when I started streaming, Kinetics was the man that hit me up. He's the only reason I'm here on this channel. If it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't have came. I mean, I'm sure RG3 would have hit me up or something, but Kinetics is the man that facilitated this, wasted no time getting me on here, so shout out to him. Johnny, no good. Jenkins equals woke. I appreciate that. I try to do my best for you guys. Far Out Aliens, $100 super chat. You didn't even say a chat, but man, shout out to you. That's a good chunk. That's like 3 gas fees right now, man. So I do appreciate it, but man, If you guys have super chats, just buy some Hex, man. Donate it to people that need it. There's a lot of people that want Hex. I'm in good shape. I'm fortunate enough to say that. So just do it, you know. I'm sure Kinetics and them running this channel, they'll do good stuff with that. So no worries. But I do appreciate the gesture. Good man. Renab Kasid, I think it says. Hola to you. Welcome to the chat, my man. Hex Mac, what is good? Welcome to the chat. Okay, there's a lot of chats. But it's okay. I warn the people that are coming later that they can skip to the chart to know when I'm going to start bringing the actual value. That I'm going to do. I promise I'm going to start soon. I'm trying to catch up with you guys. Sammy Chica, what is good? The GOAT out of Australia, holding it down. The legend. She's always holding it down. Shout out to you, Sammy Chica. You're one of my favorites. Gold Key, what is good? Welcome to the chat, my man. I'm pretty sure we follow each other on Twitter. I haven't talked to you, I don't think yet, but welcome to the chat. Thank you for being here. Rick in the 305, what is good? Jenkinz, you know Crypto Face, he's popular trader with Market Cypher. Incredible to watch the money flow into Hex right now. I don't know him, unfortunately. Hopefully he's good, you know. Michelle Burrows, hey, you're here from Canada. Shout out to Canada. I'm, you know, just south of you. I'm in Chicago right now at the moment. Randy Hillarski, what is good, my man? Welcome to the chat. Good to see you. Follow you on Twitter. Good man. Dean DK, welcome to the chat. SS Belmont, welcome to the chat. Starfire, okay, I can't keep up with everybody. ISO Serenity, my man, big supporter. I appreciate you, man. Average trombone player. I post your predictions at work. Let's get it correct. Okay, here's the thing. Like, I just show you guys the technicals and what should happen, assuming technicals follow what, you know, patterns show, and they just so happen to be accurate a lot. But I don't really come in here trying to be perfect or act perfect. I just literally tell you guys what I know and hope. I just try to provide value, you know. Got that right, Sammy. Show, what's happening, Hex fam? Welcome to the chat. Melvy Tony, I shouted you out already. Sarah G, what is good? Welcome to the chat. Pizza Time, Cold Bear, and Jenkinz. I love it. I love it. Yeah, respect to you, Kinetics. Kinetics, how about, like, once we get this thing rolling and start talking technicals, how about you get on this stream with me, man? We got to talk. We got to formally, like, meet each other on chat. You know what I'm saying? I think I caught up. Brian Funk, what is good? Just happy to be here. Always miss your streams. Well, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're live. That's why I'm kind of dragging on the very beginning, because I know I get straight to the point too many times and too many people miss my stuff. So I'm 16 minutes in. Okay, I'm going to start. Okay, here we go. Pull the chart. That was a lot of talking. All right, you guys got this. Let me make sure this is big. Okay, so last stream was last Thursday. What day was that? That was August 26th. We were, I'll go to the 4 hour to get some more specific candles. August 26th, we were right here. Okay, so this is like, this is where we left off my last Discourse Syndicate stream, somewhere around this range. To be quite honest with you, I don't remember what I was saying on that last stream, but I know my very last stream, we were already past that and talking stuff. But let me just kind of go back to that. But we had this triangle pattern. We already know that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves broke out. I wanted to, you know, oh yeah. So I remember where we were at. So that's when I told you guys I would not be shocked to see some resistance at 23.5 cents, right? And I have video of that on my Twitter, okay? 20, that's around that blue range. When we hit 23.5 cents, I told you guys I would not be surprised, word for word, I would not be surprised to see a pullback to 20 to 21 cent range. Let me go to the 1 hour chart to show you more specific price action. Okay. So at first we hit the 23 cent whole level, not 23.5, but we pulled back directly to that 21 cent whole level, right? Pulled right back up, hit that 23.5 cent range officially. It was resistance. Pulled back down to the 3 cent whole level, came back up, respected 23 cent range as, a whole. And then we started trading sideways, 23.5 as a whole. We started trading sideways. Once you trade sideways on a smaller scale, price is bound. We create that tension like I always talk about. Price explodes off that tension. What happened? It jumped to the downside. We hit about 20 to 21.5 cents. So we were stuck in this range. We did not shoot down below 21 cents. The fact that we didn't break under 21 cents just told me we're very strong. And there's a lot of strength in this chart that I want to talk about too, because Hex has had every reason to pull back on this in the last week or so, and it hasn't. It has had every technical reason to pull back, and it hasn't. But anyways, we finally broke that 23-cent range, came up, tapped our 25-cent major target, respected it, not shocked one bit. Anytime we have a major target, I always expect price to respect those ranges. I mean, as you can see, every time I draw out these ranges, price always, in some way, shape, or form stays, sideways and respects those ranges, as you can see. The first major range I had when I started streaming, second major range was in the general area. Third, at first, look at that. Boom. Nice touch. This was sacrifice phase, so this pump was extra bullish. But then it came back down. We had generally stayed sideways in that major target. So now we finally hit this major target. We respected it at very first as a wick, came back down, flipped that 23.5-cent range to a support. So anytime I tell you guys about these major target ranges, those are major ranges for support and resistance. So when we first hit these ranges, never get shocked when we see price respect it and bounce off of those. But then also, once price kind of finally loads up and breaks some, you want to see price pull back and flip those into support lines. So that's what happened here, right? Broke it, respected the major target range, came down, bounced, got price trap, bounced again, broke the 25-cent range, and then we came back down. We respected as support, broke down a little bit, and this is what I mean. Hex had every reason to break down and go bearish, not bearish, but like pull back, and it didn't. And this impressed me. As always, I feel like, again, every stream, and I tell you guys I'm highly impressed. Hex never ceases to amaze me, and I'll tell you a little bit about why. But I made that tweet. If we hold 25 cents as a support line, we're going to go to 30 to 33-cent range, and then see our next major, not major, but next healthy pullback. I know I scared you guys with that pullback talk. Excuse me. Sorry. So we held 25 cents as a support line, bounced up, broke under. We broke under 25 cents. Looks like we flipped it as a resistance line right here. Taught me like, okay, we might pull back, right? We might pull back. And this pullback, worst case, it wasn't going to go any lower than this range. I doubt it would even get there, but it had every reason to kind of start slowing down. You know how Hex will have those massive pumps, then it'll go sideways for 3 to 4 weeks, makes those massive bull flags. I just didn't think it was one of those times, but we did have every reason to pull back. But this is what impresses me the most. We had all these this is every hour, by the way. Look at all these candles, slow, steady bull candles. Look at that's just strength. That is just simply buyers outweighing the sellers. There's no impulsive move right there. That is just simply technicals have every reason to make the price go down, but the buyers are just outweighing the sellers. Once I saw this just basically blaze through that 25-cent range, I was like, okay, we got back above 25. We fought back. We hit the tip of this range. We went a little bit higher than and these ranges aren't perfect. I know sometimes these are perfect and spot on. You guys, you give me credit for that, but honestly, like this is just technicals. It's not me. But at the very top, we respected the top of the range, kind of broke above it. This is the strength. This is just the strength in Hex, really just like showing us that, like, okay, buyers are here. They're here now. The enthusiasm's behind the coin, and price is ready to move up. But knowing me, I want to always see that, price action before. I want to see healthy price action, along the way. So once we kind of topped off here, we trained it sideways for a few hours. Look at this massive impulsive candle. Look how it shoots down and then bounces right back up. Look at the exact range. Look at this wick. It hits right at 25. That's not even 25.1. That's 25.04. You know what I'm saying? This confirmed that Hex is like, okay, 25 cents is officially the support line. So that's why we're ready to move here. The only thing I don't love about this is we didn't get that healthy touch, right? We had so much strength in a time when we had every reason to be kind of weak for a second. We had just a wick. You guys know me. I like to see, nice slow movements, slow and steady, boom, 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 then work our way up. We didn't get that. That just kind of shows how strong Hex really is. So yeah, we shot right up. This is a bullish engulfing candle only on the 1 hour, but anytime you see an engulfing candle, meaning that, we have a black candle going down swallowed by a white candle that's bigger than it, meaning this white candle can eat it. That's a very strong sign. And obviously, look what happens right after. Price just shoots up. And now here we are. We're kind of just trading sideways. We topped off at, did we hit 29 cents? We did not hit 29 cents. On some exchanges, maybe maybe. But let's talk about what's happening now, what to expect here in the short term, and then I'll get into a little bit about where we're going long term, okay? And I'm going to give you guys my next major target because it's only right. Every time we smash these targets, I got to give you guys my next ranges. First thing I want to just bring up, and like I said, I did not pre-plan this. I'm going to do technicals live with you guys. Let's just pull up the psychological levels. Like I said, Hex is just moving so fast lately that it breaks all technicals. You got to just kind of go at the psychological levels where the average human mind would, normally buy and sell any pump or pullback. And with that, let's go here. Horizontal line. And all the psychological levels are the whole levels, whole pennies. So 26 cents, 25 and 26. This yellow range is basically 2 whole levels. So we're here. I'll go 27. Let's see what kind of price action we get over here. Coordinates 0.27. It's crazy. We are above a quarter right now. Like, it makes all the sense in the world because I knew it was coming, but it's just like, it's crazy how fast that happens. 0.28. And then let's do another line for 0.29. So if you guys don't know by now, these purple lines are my whole levels. So let's see what kind of price action we've been getting on our way up. So as you can see, obviously, price shoots up, hits 26 cents, respects 25 cents, hits 26 cents, flips 26 into a support line, comes up, rips right past the 27-cent whole level. But look at this retest. Breaks 27, retests it, shoots up, respects 28 cents. It wants to break it, but there is so much sell pressure right now that I'm still truly impressed that Hex, the buyers are still outweighing the sellers on the short scale, right? Because pullbacks are normal, pullbacks are healthy. We want to see strong pullbacks in order to see that healthy price, move up over time. We're not really getting that quote unquote healthy pullback just yet. So we're in kind of uncharted territory. But as you see, we're starting to get a little bit of a slowdown to this 28-cent range. We came back, respect the 28 cents, came down. Look at this wick. I mean, it's almost picture perfect. Like I said, this is not rocket science. This isn't me being genius. This is me just looking at simple things. I try to keep it as simple as possible for, if I can understand it, I'm pretty sure anybody else can understand it. But we respect this 27-cent level, come back up, cannot break 28 cents, shoot back down, and we're just wicking. Come back up, break just over 28, can't break down. Here we are. We're trapped. We're price trapped between 27, 28 cents right here. A lot of tension building up on the very short scale of things, okay? So now that we see what's going on, what can we expect to see once we get a break? Well, let's zoom out to the 4-hour chart, get more healthy data. So first thing I want to show you guys, whenever we break out of a major price trap, which is like a triangle, I love seeing those triangles, 5 waves break. Whenever you break out of these type of patterns, you want to see, a nice 5-wave move. What do we have here? Break, wave 1, impulse, correction, wave 2. This one's a little tricky because you can do wave 3 and wave 4 right here, but this pullback is so weak. Is that really a wave 3 and 4? I don't think so because we're on such a strong impulse right now. What I see happening is a wave 3, and I would be happy to see a nice wave 4 pullback right here. I mean nice in terms of like it can bottom off at 27 or it can just bottom off at 26. And that wave 5 is going to be the thing that 110% puts us at 30% or 30 cents bare minimum. But I told you guys on Twitter, 30 to 33 cent range. How did I get that 33 cent range? Well, that's just going based off the history of the price, right? And let me just show you that real quick. So I just measured, the average of the last few pumps that we've had on the longer scheme of things. Let me refresh this. Let me just show you guys. Let me measure this. So the first pump that we had, it moved. No, I'm not going to count that one. That one's just too big of a pump. Let's do the more modest pumps. 74% here. I'll count the sack phase pump because that was a good one. It looks bigger, but it's because the chart I have the settings on right now. 74, 98%. And then this pump we had after this bull flag, when it kind of bottomed out, 52%. And these aren't exactly perfect. I have past videos that kind of went through this. The range that I had when I measured this precisely was like 80 to 85%, right? And you guys remember me talking about this. So when I was measuring this most recent pump off this triangle right here that we had, The reason why I wasn't sold on this 23.5 cents being like the top was because look how small this pump was. This was only 30%, right? The average was like 80-ish%. So if I did, 80 to 85% what it was, 75, 70, the 80, this range around here, 80 to 85, that puts us at 33%. So simply all I did was just measure history. History always repeats itself no matter what happens. History is the best future forecaster. It's the best like time projector. That's why I had the 33-cent kind of like major range, but then 30 cents whole level. Psychological levels are massive when you're talking, 21, 22, 23, 24. But when you're talking 10, 20, 30 cents, they're a lot stronger there. So what I can expect here soon, which is probably happening right now, I mean, we are clearly getting a little bit of a pullback, but this is not a pullback that's going to last too long. I would like to see 1, 2, 3, 4 here or 4 down to here. 5, chill off in this 30% range, or 30 to 33 cent range. And that might be the time where we get a nice healthy correction. If I'm just looking at nothing but technicals, keep in mind, Pulse Chain can get announced at any moment. Do I think Pulse Chain is going to get announced at any moment? I don't think so. Richard Hart keeps saying 2 months, 2 months, 2 months. If it's going to take 2 months, this will be perfect for us, right? So let me just show you what can possibly happen. So we have these massive pumps, and then we trade sideways. So first pump we had, and this looks small because of the chart settings I have, right? So don't worry about that. But let me just show you. We had that first massive pump that was 300 and something percent. We did a 4x basically on that first pump, and this was back in April all the way to early May or mid-May. This was the start of the bear market, by the way, for everything else in crypto except for Hex, obviously. But after we hit that first top off the pump, we traded sideways for, man, I'm going blind. I can't even see my own numbers on my screen. We traded sideways for 27 days. 7 times 4 is 28. 4 weeks, okay? 4 weeks of sideways action. We built a nice healthy triangle. Boom. Enough tension to really send us off to the next level, okay? Next impulse, we went up, another 65%. After we hit that massive impulse, we created another triangle pattern, healthy, tension pattern. We traded sideways for 31 days, just over 4 weeks, right? Sacrifice phase hits, bam, first Pulse Chain announcement. Sacrifice phase, we exploded. And then we slowly drained away after sacrifice phase, kind of started. And then before we broke off, that was 27 days, right? 28 days, 31 days, 27 days. Once we finally hit like this range, if these Elliott waves kind of go according to a perfect technical pattern, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I wouldn't be shocked to see that next healthy correction. It's not fun to talk about. I know you guys don't want to hear that. Trust me, this is not like fun. This is not like any bearish talk. This is just normal, healthy structure that Hex continues to do. I wouldn't be shocked to see that happening. And then, like say that happens, say, the next week or two, we finally get to 30 to 33 cents. We'll be all pumped up. Then it takes another 4 weeks. Who knows? Maybe at the end of this next pullback or whatever, that can be when, not when Pulse Chain goes live, but maybe we get the testnet announcement. Maybe we get the next Pulse Chain announcement, and then that Pulse Chain announcement is going to be I'm not predicting that, but it just, the stars are kind of aligning if you really think about, if you put 2 and 2 together. The Pulse Chain announcement maybe at the end of this next, kind of correction that lasts 3-4 weeks, and then we get that next pump that can be anywhere from 60% up to a 3x. If we're talking 3x off 30 cents, do the math. It's close to $1. And then that's what we're going to start to dive into now going forward. So everything's looking good right now for the people that don't know how to look at charts. That people, if you're just brand new to Hex, if you bought the top, trust me, you can buy every top for the next 5 years. You'll be A-okay, I promise you. Not financial advice, but you'll be A-okay, I promise. Especially if you stake and get any T share, B share, M share. It's hard to get T shares now. So if you guys could get your hands on T shares, do it, because if you try to put $1,000 into Hex and stake it, $1,000 into Hex and try to stake it for 5,555 days, the 15-year max, you're only going to get like just over half a T share, which is 600 billion shares, B shares. They're going down fast. They're not going to be here forever. They're only going to be here for the people that are early. So if you're here, you're still early. Be grateful, be excited, but don't snooze. You can buy the top. You'll be safe. If you bought this top, back at the, oh wait, I'm talking, this is our chart. Let me go to the daily, show you real quick. if you bought this top at the sacrifice phase at 17 cents and you were negative for a whole 30 plus days, well, here you go. You're up over 50% in your bag at least. If you bought this top, you went negative for a month. I mean, in Hex, you're not really going to go negative for more than a month. And if you're negative and you're worried about that in Hex, don't. Like that's a trading mentality. If you're talking negative, you got to, if you're in Hex, you're thinking long term. Like you're in Hex to secure your future, honestly. So don't worry. But now, what you guys want? Let's get the Bolton, and that's short-term stuff. Okay, so that's what I'm looking at. I'm not gonna spend too much time on the short term. I know I'm already 30 minutes into the stream, but let's talk about long-term goals. So I didn't pre-plan this. I didn't prepare this. I'm gonna kind of mess around with the charts a little bit. I'm gonna look for that next major target, and I'm gonna do a little bit of Fibonacci work on here while we do this. Let me see. Yeah, I'm already I'm behind in the chat. I'll get to the chat in a second, okay? Give me 1 second. You know what? I might have a special guest for you guys tonight. I'm gonna bring on a special guest potentially. I'm hitting somebody up right now. Okay, I'm gonna bring on a guy that you guys like. Yeah, so that's that. I'm gonna keep talking a little bit more charting real quick, and then I'll get into the chat a little bit. But so let's look at our next major target, right? So I keep talking to you guys about these rectangles that I put on here. We achieve this next major goal. What do we have next? So a way I like to measure these, I'm going to delete off these psychological levels now that I kind of explained the price action around them. I like to keep my charts clean. Okay. All right, I'm gonna get a guess in here for you guys. So first, what I like to do is Fibonacci. I'm not gonna explain it. You guys know enough about this. There's a lot of videos out there. You guys know I like my 618 ranges. I like to measure these pumps to kind of get, certain ranges. But if I just look at random pumps, I always like the 1.618 level. So if I look at the sacrifice phase pump, for example, and I go to the top where these, you see 1, 2, 3 wicks. That's usually that's kind of where like price not sits, but that's where a major price target's at. So that's where I call the actual top. So if I put a Fibonacci at the top of this sacrifice phase pump, the 1.618 has us directly at 25 cents. I mean, when I did that along with the other million confirmations that we had, 25 cents, it was kind of like a no-brainer for me. Like 25 cents was my next major target. Fibonacci is not the end-all, be-all. It's not an indicator. It's a tool. It's a tool that works for everything. The Fibonacci, the golden ratio, the 618 works for everything in life, energy, physics, just how life evolves. Look into that. But it works especially in the markets to project the future, help project or forecast the future. But so you see, I put that Fibonacci on, and these are the dotted lines. I put the Fibonacci on the sacrifice pump, and we get to the 25-cent range. That was kind of one thing to help me get my target. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to project that conservatively. I'm going to project that we conservatively top off at 30 cents off this pump, and let's just see where the Fibonacci goes. It's not pre-planned, but it's going to be fun. I like to kind of keep it raw, authentic, and genuine. So Fibonacci level, I don't want to talk through my mindset here, but I probably should. 41 cents is a good marker to look at. I'm going to do a couple things. 41.59 is looking good. Okay. I start narrowing this down. 1, 2, 3. And let me check another chart. I'm going to bring you guys to this real quick, another hex chart. Let me stop this. Stop screen sharing. Let me share a different chart. I like my CoinTrader Pro chart. Is this on here? Make it big. Okay. Okay. Let me check this. Remember, just for you guys that are new, price trap, break the price trap 5 Elliott waves. Boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Hex does what Hex is just the best. But it follows, nice structure at all times. I'm going to put a Fibonacci from the bottom of the all-time low to the all-time high. This is tough because, man, 18 cents, 618. Okay, so before this current pump, because, right, we don't know the actual top of this pump. If I go to the top of the sacrifice phase pump, from the bottom of the all-time price to the top of the all-time price, look at the 1.618. I'm telling you guys, like, I didn't even know this till now. Look at exactly where this 1.618 is at. I put a line there. That is at 30 cents. You guys see my 30-cent line in my other chart. I didn't even know 2 and 2 were together here. So, there goes your confirmation. The gods have spoken. 30 cents. Book it. It's going to be $1, $10, $100. So it's easy to say any number that's higher than what it is now, and you'll be right eventually. But that 30-cent range, it's looking inevitable at this point, okay? So with that being said, I'm going to put the Fibonacci I'm going to assume that 30 cents is kind of where we slow down and get that next pullback. It just makes sense, right? Waves, impulse correction, impulse correction, impulse correction, impulse. Oh, man. Okay, look at this. Look at this. If I put the top of this pattern here, look at the 0.618 level. This red line, that's the golden ratio. Where's it at? It is so close to the top of that sacrifice phase, right? Look where we had that most recent triangle. Right there at that exact range. Now, if we pump up, I'm not saying we're going to pull back all the way to 18 cents, but if we did, for whatever reason, pull to 18 cents, don't worry. But I'm just saying, these numbers that I'm showing you guys, they align so beautifully. It's weird. It's almost eerie. It's scary. I rhymed. What's this 1.618 say? So 49 cents. Okay, I'm just doing this to kind of collect some data. So my other chart, you guys don't see this right now, but 41, 49, 59. Okay. I'm going to get my next target, and that's going to be, so no FUD allowed. 30 cents, that doesn't count as the next target because that's kind of where I fully expect it to be. But a target's more of something that's in the further future. So assuming we top off at 30 cents, pull back, get that next pump. Let me do another measurement real quick, actually. Where is... Sorry, I don't use the coin trader chart too much. Oh, wait, wrong line. Hang on. Let's go to the 80% range. So 33, yeah, so that lines up. So yeah, 30 to 33 cents is looking good for this impulse that we're in now. I like that a lot. And I know this isn't this isn't fast speed like how I usually am, because like I said, I'm kind of freestyling with you guys right now. I'm trying to get you a good data collected number without using tools. I'm just going straight up price action. But 40.41. Let's try this. Let me check the other chart that you guys don't see right now. I'm going to assume that the pullback is going to be 25 cents for now. Because remember, 25 cents, 25 to 26 is my major target on the other chart. So let me zoom this in now that we're kind of here. Let's go 4 hours. We're getting messy. We're getting messies, ladies and gents. But you see this price action at 25 cents. So let's just say we hit the 30-cent range. And we pull back down to 25. Come up here. Boom, boom. What is this impulse looking like? Let me get a couple percentages here. Okay. So I got a few numbers here for my next major target. I'm going to go... Next major target. Let me go back to the other chart now. I think I got it. Let me put the glue. Let me set up the magnet for the hex price chart. Let me get a drink real quick. I promise I'm gonna hop in the chat and I'm gonna bring on a guest too. I'm not wasting much time on that. We're gonna have some fun tonight. This is like Friday Junior, man. Next major price target for hex. 41 to 43 cent range. We're going purple. Here's our next box. This is official. Next major price target, 41 cents. I'll go 41 cents conservatively, but like how I had 25 here, topped it up at 26. That's a 1 penny range. Once we get to the 40-cent range, we're going to start doing double, 3 to 5 pennies a day. Once we kind of clear this off, pull back to 25, pump. Oops, pump from the bottom of 25. That's modest, okay? That's conservative. I like it. I like my conservative target right here. Conservative, it's looking good. This is not going to happen overnight. Like I said, I want to see us hit 30 cents. Okay, I'm going to say this for a snippet. What I would like to see in Hex, right? I would like to see us top off here, 30 to 33 cents. Pull back to our 25-cent range, officially flip that into a major support line, maybe in one of those 3 to 4 week pullbacks like how we've had, 3 times in the past, 4 months. Next impulse, hit our next major target and maybe like a 5-wave pattern, 41 to 43 cent range. Then we get that next impulse. And then the next pump up safely is going to be around that 60-cent range. Okay. I'm not going to put a rectangle at that 60-cent range just yet, because here's the thing you guys got to keep in mind. By the time this plays out, we're going to see a pulse chain announcement, potentially. Ideally, once we pull back to 25, if it happens, we're going to see, ideally, pulse chain be announced, and then boom. If pulse chain's announced, forget every technical in the world. This thing's going to go to the moon, and the moon's literally like the first step. Like, the moon's conservative. I mean, we're talking Pluto. But assuming there's no pulse chain announcement, I think Crypto Coffee was talking about his projections early November. He's very blockchain savvy. Early November is around range. So say, no pulse chain for the next couple months, pull back to 25, come back, hit a major range, 41 to 43 cents, get that normal pullback, healthy pullback. And then, if that aligns with, the early November target of a pulse chain sacrifice announcement, 60 cents, very conservative. And that's that. So now I have another thought I want to throw on the table for you guys. And you guys, this is bullish. Something we have to consider, okay? If pulse chain, I'm not making any claims just yet, but there is a very strong chance. There's a very strong chance that we can see Hex be closer to $1 than it is to 0 cents by the time pulse chain hits or comes. I would not be surprised to see Hex above 50 cents before pulse chain comes. If pulse chain keeps getting delays like how it has been, I would not be surprised to see Hex flirting with $1 by the time that it comes out. Okay. Now that's very, very bullish. That's very, very like pumpamentally, very anti-Jenkinz like to say. But that's something that's very realistic and something that should be taken seriously, because consider this. It's September. So we got September, October, November, December. We got 4 months. Wait, what chart am I sharing? Am I on the right chart? Okay, I'm looking at the right chart, right? Okay, yeah. So let's look at the past 4 months and just kind of see how price has been. Let me delete off all this mess now that you guys got my next major target out of the way. Purple box still there, I think. Yep, purple box. Get ready. Oh wait, it's not official until I type it in. Next major target. Hopefully I made you guys happy with that. I know you guys probably want to hear me say like $10, but we'll get there. Next major target, just like how we called this one, this one, this one, this one. That's the next one. It looks normal, right? But let's look at the past 4 months. 4 times 30, about 120. 71, 12 days. Okay, 120 days. This is roughly past 4 months. Ironic enough, 4 months ago, we were at this massive bullish engulfing candle right here, that doji engulfing. That's funny. What do we do here? We went from 2 pennies to 28 pennies. Okay, what's 28 divided by 2? Is that a 4? That's a 14x. Let me make sure it's that. Make sure that math is right. Oh, it's got a click in my ear. So in the past 120 days, now that I see the target, let's do it the right way because now I'm in the negatives. We went from here, past 4 months. We saw 903. So we saw a 10x basically. We saw a 10x in price, just over a 10x in the last 120 days. Assuming, I mean, not even assuming, we have roughly 120 days left in the year. If we did 10x in the past 120 days, Pulse Chain takes 120 days to go officially live. We can honestly be considering a $1 hex by the start of the Pulse Chain or the launch of Pulse Chain. Keep in mind, once we get the announcement of the snapshot of the actual fork or whatever, it's going to pump because people want that buy one, get one hex. If hex, I would not be surprised to see another 4x between now and the end of the year. Segue, that leads me into my end of the year price projection. And I'm super conservative. I know you guys always knock me for that. Wait, do I see? Hang on. Is this who I think it is? Give me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. I knew I heard something. How do I add you in?
I can add myself, but
man, Kinetics.
Don't worry about me, man. I'm in the background just listening, man.
I knew I heard something. I was like, okay. Wow. So for the people, you got
a guest.
Yeah, I got a guest. And I actually have another one coming on that you're very familiar with too. So this is cool. We're about to throw a party on the Discourse Syndicate channel tonight. But man, so for everybody that's familiar with me, so Kinetics is the man that got me into this channel, right? And then I've never actually officially spoken to him on stream in person. This is the moment. This is the first moment of the official meeting you guys are witnessing. So
it's a bigger moment for me than it is for you. Just want to throw that out there right now. I was such a fanboy from the first stream that I saw you do. If it wasn't your first stream, it was one of your first streams. And I called up RG and I said, dude, are you seeing what I'm seeing? He says, yeah, we got to get him more viewers. We got more Hexicans need to see this guy. And I said, if you don't mind, man, I'm reaching out to him. So that's how this all began.
Well, man, I appreciate that first and foremost. Obviously, I mean, we spoke plenty of times, chatting like normal. Yeah. But it's funny because we're always watching each other's streams, talking about each other's streams, commenting in each other's streams. But you're the only Discourse Syndicate man that I actually haven't had a stream with. So I'm very.
That's my fault.
No. I'm very excited that you're here. I'm grateful to actually, get the chance to talk to you now. And I'm sure everyone's probably pumped about this now, but this is a great surprise. So since we're full of surprises tonight, I mean, I know we had a great stream a few weeks ago with Blue Bum. Me and Blue Bum were on stream kind of doing our thing. I was going to surprise everybody and still am with Blue Bum tonight. So Blue Bum's going to hop in here with us. We got a Discourse Syndicate party going. I mean, man, if we got more of the Discourse Syndicate people here, let's just throw a party. I never catch the DS parties, so let's just start it tonight now that we got it going. But man, Kinetics, I'm glad that you're here. And
oh man, I mean, so no one's happier than I am, man. I'm your biggest fanboy. I'm definitely your biggest fanboy, and RG and I have talked. I don't even know how many countless times we're like, man, we're not traders, but I should have been following all of Jenkinz TA, man. Every time he said, I'm expecting a pullback, we should have gone back there and we should have reloaded up some more. And when he says, hey, we just had a great run up and we're probably going to see a pullback, we should have taken some profits off of the table. I'd probably have 2 to 3 times my stack now if I'd listened to you. But it sounds to me like you give all the credit to Hex, but I think you need to give some credit to yourself, man.
I do appreciate that, but I mean, yeah, at the end of the day, it's just literally being like a charter and doing trading for a long time. Hex saved me from trading, and Hex delivers the most picture-perfect technical analysis. Hex really makes it easy. I can't lie to you guys. I feel like I'm able to connect with people because it looks easy, and I just think I'm that bridge between a newbie that never seen a chart and someone that's seen the charts that kind of connects it to make it look simple. And Hex is that perfect chart to see live in action do that. So I guess it's a blend between both. But Yeah, I mean, I appreciate that. But how you said, like, if you would have, followed those calls on pullbacks, taking profits, that's something nobody wants to do. That's the trading mentality. So I guarantee everybody that don't take your profits until, you see the, not financial advice, but I mean, we're talking $10, $100.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're talking a lot of money in Hex.
Well, I mean, as the share price ratchets up, I don't think people understand enough, and Wales doesn't say it enough, but really the only thing that the price of Hex is correlated to is the price of T shares. And even if USD value stays flat on Hex itself, the T share ratchet, or the T share is ratcheting every day, every time there's an ROI. So it's just going to take more Hex to get more T shares, and so it literally compounds the price. It's amazing how this system works. It is literally economics changing. Like, I think it's Nobel Prize worthy, and we'll see if Richard ever gets his credit in his day in court. But I think he will, because there's some really big. There's not only possibly a Netflix deal on the table, but there's some really big documentaries, like docu-series, coming about Hex and Richard Heart. So
yeah. I mean, the time will come. I mean, I guarantee there's like 230 plus people in this chat. There's not one person that's unhappy with being in Hex right now. I know that for sure.
If they are, it's because they sold down there at the bottom.
yeah. If you sold your Hex, you're unhappy. But I mean, people aren't here. People didn't sell their Hex and then come watch a TA chart that's about to make people get very bullish about things. But real quick, here we go. We got the man himself here too. Third person to the party, Blue Bum, holding it down from Australia. Welcome, my man. Hang on, let's make our faces bigger.
Hey guys. Hey guys, how you going? All right, Jenkinz Kinetics.
It's good to see you, bro.
All good?
It's been a while.
Yeah, thanks. How's my sound? I'm trying it through the headphones.
Sounds great, man.
It's a bit windy. It's okay. Sweet.
It's actually really good. It has some good noise cancellation in.
Right.
Perfect. So real quick, hang on. I was saying something important. I think I was getting to something. I was talking about end of year projection. Not to cut you guys off, but let me show this real quick. And you guys see the chart still, right? Is it still showing?
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, so Hex did a 10x in the past 120 days, which is roughly 4 months, right? We have 4 months, just under 4 months to end the year. I would not be shocked, and I would actually expect at the very least Hex to see $1 by the end of the year. So for the people that like to just take what I say word for word, and I appreciate that, but don't hold me to it, I guess. But conservatively, I'm going to say Hex to at least $1 by the end of 2021. That's the year we're in. Bullish.
I'll take it.
Yeah, bullish Jenkinz projection, Hex to $1 by the start of Pulse Chain main net. And that could be the end of the year. Who knows? But if that's like early November, I mean, who knows? Once that announcement comes, a parabolic move, which, I mean, is it even parabolic when it doesn't normally? If that comes again, I mean, no shock. But bare minimum, Hex to $1, end of the year. Bullish conservative Jenkinz, Hex to $1 by the start of Pulse Chain, and probably does come before the end of the year. So that's what I'm going to feed to the people that want to hear that coming from my mouth.
I like it. Well, that aligns really well with the stream that Blue Bum and the Aussies did about 2.5 days ago, where Jex actually got on there. And I don't know, maybe Blue Bum, you can tell me where he got that math, but the doublings. And last year, Hex did 7 doublings, and we've done 5 doublings this year. If we do 2 more doublings to match the same amount of doublings we had last year, we're just shy of 99 cents.
Oof.
Yeah. And we average, it's the average at the moment is I think 47 days to the next
for a double.
Yeah. And there were some that happened in like 2 days, and there was some that happened, over 100 days. So it's a large range for how many days it takes to double, but averaging 46, 47 days.
Man, that is music to my ears.
Yeah, it was actually I think he's a quant that works with Jexa. Jexa works for a company that helps onboard people to crypto. And so one of their people, he just started doing a bit of the quant. Yeah,
that's insane. So Blue Bum, I mean, last time we were on stream, that was fun. Do you, off the top of your head, remember the price we were at? I mean, we had to touch base. I know we wanted to wait for Hex to do some things.
Was it around 22 cents?
No,
or was it 17? Was it 17?
No, I think you guys had a pullback back down to 13 after 17, if I remember correctly.
Let's see. What it was. Man, I wish we knew, but man, how was that? 4 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago that we were on stream?
Yeah, it was either 3 or 4. I'm not sure.
Let me get a rough check of the calendar.
Having fun.
Yeah, seriously. 1, 2, 3.
So quickly, doesn't it? Hey.
Yeah. 3 weeks ago was the 12th. 4 weeks ago was April 5th. If my chart's still showing, I'm gonna kind of look at it. Oh, whoops, hang on.
So I hate to be the one to bone out, but I got a little girl that just woke up again. I thought I got her down to sleep, and she is not down to sleep. So
man,
I got to go do the daddy daycare thing, man. But we got to do this when I can schedule this. This would be awesome. We got to do a show together. And Bluey, you're always welcome, brother. Anytime.
Cheers, man. Thanks.
I mean, well, to be honest. So.
It was nice formally meeting you, Kinetics. I would gladly get on stream with you anytime. I have to get on the FN Hangouts with you guys sometime. Maybe tomorrow, actually. We'll see.
Deal. I'm gonna hold you to it now. I think you just committed yourself.
I don't know, man. I think Crypto Cabana hit me up about going on his happy hour tomorrow. So I'm making a lot of commitments I have to start following through with. So you guys got me tied up now. Come on now.
Well, you're retired too, right? It seems like everyone's retiring.
Not from streaming. This is passion, man. TA.
That's right.
But man,
that's right. We gotta onboard more Hexicans. All it does is pump everyone's bags, and we save the world from financial ruin. So we get people out of that rat race, and we get people something that can give them their own financial sovereignty back.
Man, well, it's Kinetics. While I have you here, I know before you go, I'm not going to hold you, but like I got to just ask you. I know I'm in the chats a lot, but just give me. You only get to say one word, one number. End of the year hex price and price of Pulse Chain day 30. Just you only get to say two numbers. That's it, and then you can click out. No explanations.
$1.33
for hex.
For X.
End of year, okay.
Pulse Chain, honestly, 1 cent.
1 cent. Okay. Beautiful. I love it. That's exactly what I want, and that's exactly what people want. I love it. So, and I hope he's right. And if he's wrong, I hope he's way like lower, So, but shout out to Kinetics. But man, Blue Bum, man, it's good to be with you. Sorry, I forgot to kind of organize this. I was late myself to this, but here we are. We're here. Time to have some fun.
Hey, I've got a question. Because I've been watching a few other TA people, and sometimes they refer to the stochastic.
Stochastic, yeah.
I have no idea what that is, and I don't even know how to spell it or where it is it an indicator, or I was just wondering if you could shed a bit of light on what the stochastic is and why so many TA people refer to it.
Yeah, so the Stoke I call it a Stoke. It's like STOCH, but it's an indicator like anything else. It's kind of like I don't have it on my trading view. I have it on I used to use it a little bit when I was an actual trader. It's kind of like a MACD. So it's sort of like this. Oh shoot. It's sort of like this kind of, but it has two lines that kind of twist back and forth and they flip each other and stuff. It's just one of a million indicators that are out there, and it works like every other indicator. But I was saying on my last stream, there's an indicator for every analysis you want. If you want price to go up 1,000,000x, it will. And some indicator will tell you that. If you want price to go down 1,000,000x, it will. And some indicator will tell you that. So I just like to, at least now that I'm not trading, and I'm telling people not to be a trader because of Hex, but I like to show you guys the trader's mindset, at least when I kind of dissect the chart, that we try to focus on just price and patterns to keep it nice and simple, and Hex usually honors that.
Do you know what the stochastic looks at, or what it uses for its data?
Not 100%, but I'm pretty sure it's just based on like volume and momentum, kind of like everything else. There is so actually I'll show you this. So this Ichimoku cloud that I've brought up a few times. Is my chart still there? It is. I know I keep asking that, but like I'm so not tech savvy when I have people come in and off of the stream. But so see these red and blue lines. It's not 100% like a stochastic, but it's kind of like these are like moving averages. It's kind of like a moving support and resistance line to an extent. It just uses like two lines that kind of twist and turn that kind of show like changes in momentum when you're going to start to see maybe a pullback or a downtrend, or whenever you're seeing like a bottom or a top and stuff like that. They all come like wait, we got a private chat in here, but yeah, they all come like can you handle that private chat if you see that, Blue Bum?
Say it again. Yeah, I see. Yeah, I see the private chat.
Yeah, if you can help me with that and just get that set up.
I can do that. I can.
Okay, cool. But yeah,
send that link to that person if you want to keep them.
Yeah. Anybody that wants to come in at this point, I think I gave you guys end of year. I gave you guys like best case, worst case. I gave you guys my next major target. I told you guys kind of what's happening short term. We kind of covered that. Now it's just a free for all. Let's have some fun. The people that wanted to tune in later, people that want to tune in later, they get to see my charts and everything. So now we just have some fun, get to meet some people. There's a lot of Hexicans I haven't actually formally spoke to. I mean, you're my man right there. I mean, we mesh so well. We got that chemistry. So I love chatting with you, streaming with you. So actually, one of my first ever like streams was with you. I came onto your channel with the legend Sammy, and it was pretty fun. We chopped it up a little bit. Yeah, where's Sammy at?
Yeah. I really love this guest you're bringing on as well. I just sent him the link.
Okay, cool.
He's one of my favorite crypto storytellers.
Oh, perfect. I'm all for it. By the way, Blue Bum, we had a super chat. I think I missed a super chat somewhere. I'm not even on YouTube. I don't know how to go. Like my chat kind of tops off.
I've got it on YouTube. Oh, you wanted me to read out the super chat?
Yeah, at least. I mean, I know I'm so far behind in all the comments, but if there's super chats, they at least deserve to kind of get those chats out there to give those guys a shout out.
I can't see it. It's not showing me what it was. I think it's Far Out Aliens. It was $100, but I can't see any text.
Okay, there's. I want to say I saw something else after that. Braywin Kinetics joined, but let me. Well,
that's the only one that's showing here. I suppose the smaller ones go away after a while, huh?
Let's see. They better not. YouTube better not start deleting people's money. People are sending money. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna go to YouTube real quick, but let's see.
Yeah, it's great seeing all these new names. Hey, Far Out Aliens. I've seen him heaps now, or he or she heaps in the different chats and stuff like that. There's this whole kind of like new waves of users who are coming in and hanging out in the streams and commenting and stuff like that. All you guys, it's awesome seeing you really active and stuff. And it's beautiful watching the whole kind of decentralized organization grow and watching the community grow and, powered on by this price performance. It's just going to be like,
Oh, here we go. Kinetic said, Marco the Hexican gave 50. So shout out to Marco. I want to say I saw your name.
Thanks,
so
Marco.
yeah, it disappeared on here for whatever reason. I don't know what you said in the comment, Marco. My bad. I'm you know me. I'm far behind on chats all the time. But shout out to you, man. All the people that are giving super chats to the channel and stuff. I know it's in good hands with people that are, that are running the channel, like RG3 and Kinetics. They're doing good things, but. Shout out to you, Marco. If you want to resend like your chat, not the money, but like the comment that you put in there, we'll definitely put it up for you. Oh, there's Sammy. Here we go. I'm about to get in the chat with you guys now. That's for you, Blue Bum, and for both of us. So shout out to you, Sammy.
Big kiss to you too.
Polestar, yes, there we go. Stochastics is momentum. Yeah, I figured it's something like that, like most everything. Let's see. Marco can be 5 cents 10 years. Yeah, so let's touch base a little bit. So we have a little bit more data, I guess. We have more updates on, I guess, the delays and Pulse chain and everything. Where's your mind at? I guess 3-4 weeks later since our last conversation. How you feeling about everything and Pulse specifically?
Yeah, I'm just floating along. It's like, the price performance is so nice, but it sort of starts getting a little bit. You get used to it. It's like, oh yeah, it's going up. That's what it does. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But there's just such a ton of stuff that's to look forward to within, Hex and Pulse. It's so bullish. We're still so early. I'm still just working on getting people into it. I've finally my family have come around, the extended family, and I've been setting them up with Trezors and stuff like that, and just taking them through the process and talking to other people. Other people are starting to call, and people who I started onboarding, a year ago or whatever, they are now putting more money in as well. They're kind of seeing the performance and just going, whoa, and wanting to start cashing in on it. Yeah, and I did another interview with this with the YouTube channel, Alex Christoforou, which was
okay.
he does this great geopolitical YouTube channel called The Duran, who do just relentless kind of excellent information and analysis about what's happening geopolitically, really cutting through a lot of the misinformation and stuff like that, saying what's actually happening. They're doing heaps of stuff on Afghanistan right at the moment, so they're super, super busy. And I've been working on them getting Richard onto their show for like a year now, or a bit under a year, and it kind of nearly happens, and then it doesn't, or whatever, and then he just finally invited me onto his own smaller channel. So, but he wants me to come on again, so hopefully it might be a little bit more of a regular thing, and just getting the word out there, like getting the word out to people and getting them on the path, because it is a bit of a journey. You don't just find out about it and immediately get set up with it. Like, you have to take your time and wade through what's the truth here and what's going on, and there's so much contrasting kind of information around, and so it's, even if you're really, really new, it's still going to take you a little bit of time to not only work out how to use these tools, but also just to understand why it's such an amazing tool and how to get the most out of it. And so, just, getting the word out. I think we can all just keep doing that. And there will be a point where it just has its own momentum. It already probably does in a lot of ways. But, I think that it's still, like, Hexicans can see the fruits of their labor, getting on live streams, getting the word out, pushing through all the other information out there, and we are punching through. Like, we rule Twitter, like the message is punching through, and it's just going to create its own momentum as more and more people jump onto it, get rich, and Hexicans are now working out how to spend their money to get the word out. So everything's beautiful. We're in a fantastic position. It's like we've got great streams like yours to suss out when the dips are. Like for instance, I've got my cousins now who want to get on, and they're just about to get their Trezors set up, and I'm thinking now, it's still hard though, isn't it? It's kind of like, do you wait for a pullback to 27 cents, 26 cents, or you might just miss it? And really, I think that when you're first getting into it, you really just want to dollar cost average in over a certain amount of time if you're worried about that kind of stuff.
Yeah, but that's a fire you don't really want to play with. Just get in.
The dollar cost average. Just get in. Just get in.
No financial advice. Just get in and hold.
Like anything under $1 at the moment is like anything under a cent a year ago.
Yeah.
So just stack it all up, put it out there into the future, start earning the interest, let the price and the whole world do what it needs to do. And, it's really time in the market in this kind of stuff, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
You just need to spend a year, 2-3 years in the system, and you'll do, very well.
or in Hex, you spend 30 days and you do very well. But real quick, Markle the Hexing, and there he is. No worries, bro. Always appreciate what you do. Love the style. I think it's great for the newcomers to Hex. Huge fan. I appreciate you, Marco. I'm glad we got your chat on there, especially for the super chat you sent. So shout out to you, my man. Hexy Bit sent another super chat. Thanks for the TA Legendary. I appreciate you. I'm glad, I'm able to add value to you guys. Also, we have the man himself. He's here. How do we add him? Can you help me add him? I don't know how to do this.
Can you just press
himself? Oh, wait, no, I got this. Bam!
Hey!
Randy.
What's up, guys?
This is my first time meeting you, too, formally.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, look at this. We got a 3-way, like, kind of first-time meeting. So this is exciting.
Yeah. Nice to meet you guys, finally.
How are you, Randy? I see your stuff on Twitter a lot.
Thanks, man. I'm kind of nervous. I haven't done a live stream in so long. It seems kind of weird.
Really?
Yeah, I was live streaming so much for a while there, but Hex life. We're out at the beach all the time. We got a new beach, we're renting a beach house, and so we're constantly out there in the Caribbean. We're back in the city for a few days, so I'll do some live streams.
Randy, I've been a big fan of yours for a long time. I love your crypto war stories. It's like all the background things happening. I love that article you wrote on what happened with Steam and Justin Sun and all of that. You know what I mean? That was fantastic. Really interesting story. You
only see one or the other side. You don't get to see it from somebody who's in the inner circle, and someone who didn't take sides. Right. Yeah.
Exactly.
I didn't take sides. I was just a victim.
Yeah. But also, like, in the crypto world, we know so much is going on in the background that we don't know. Like, we see stuff happening and then things, and there's so much that we kind of like miss out on those like background, whatever dramas, you know.
And you wouldn't believe how many of these people in the crypto world are absolute freaking idiots.
Yeah, literally.
That's what I have learned, as a former military man and nurse, and I was a psych nurse, so I was constantly working with people emotionally and those kind of things. And some of these people, they have no clue, man. They sit in front of a computer all day, and that's all they do. And they have no emotional intelligence. They have no idea how to talk to other people. That's one of the things I love about Richard. Richard actually struck a chord with me because he knows how to talk to people. Maybe he's a little bit rough. He's got the hood in him, right? He's got that South Florida hood. That comes out, but overall, he's just when he puts his mind to it, he knows how to talk to folks, and I really appreciate that about him. And guys, I did not like Richard when I first was introduced to him. He was a Bitcoin maximalist back then, and I hated all maximalists. I said, "Fuck all y'all."
If you take your mind back to like 2 years ago, like everybody, like we had these influencers doing shows, but there were hardly any lives. Like years and years ago, I remember a few Bitcoin kind of things where they were doing lives, but like there's hardly any. And also you'd hardly ever see interviews with all of these people who are in the space. And I think that I'm not sure if it's just like a zeitgeist kind of thing, where people started needing to get their faces out there and start speaking about what they were making. But Hex seems to definitely have ignited it. You know what I mean? Like where people are like, fuck, we can't just sit back and what we normally did and be on Twitter or Reddit or whatever like that. We have to get our faces out there.
Dude, I was paying people 15, 25 grand just to interview people for a project. And
that's crazy.
And that was
Are you serious?
2016, 2017. And
it cost 25 grand for to interview someone.
Yes. Yeah. Just for a project, and a project that would raise 10 million, 15 million, $20 million.
Right.
And nowadays we hear stories, people getting paid 50 million, or not 50 million, 50,000, 55,000. It keeps ratcheting up, and nothing's really changed. The numbers just got bigger.
So I mean, the kind of piggyback. So if you're a quote unquote idiot in crypto, it's okay to be one, at least if you're in Hex. If you're in Hex and you don't know about crypto, you're in the right spot. So that's the good thing. If you guys are here now, you're good to go. Oh, look who we got. We got Sammy. So we have another person in here that said be right back, but we got another legend. I mean, this chat is just starting to get loaded with legends.
Sammy.
Hello. How you doing?
Hello, Sammy.
Love your stream, Jenkinz. Always try and catch it.
I'm glad you caught it. I'm glad you're here. You're always like the biggest supporter, no matter where I'm at. Like Sammy's there, just holding it down.
I just love
Sammy's everywhere.
Oh my god, $1 amazing.
Wait, Sammy, we got some feedback on your, like some echo on your microphone.
Oh, hang on. I think my phone's ringing. Hang on, just a sec.
Come on, Sammy. Come on now, but yeah, this is pretty cool.
Is that?
I think so. Yep, there we go. Good. We're all good to go now.
Cool.
I think we got another super chat. Oh no, we got that already. But yeah. So I mean, this is pretty cool. So typically when I do my streams, I'm just so locked in on the charts, I miss the chat. It's pretty cool to kind of chill, still be on a stream, and just be normal, have a conversation, kind of be in the chat a little bit, talk to people, see some people. Like you guys are all over Twitter. I see you guys doing your thing. And it's cool to, formally, I met, Blue Bum, obviously. Sammy, I met you, obviously. Brandy's my first time meeting you here. So this is pretty cool. It's just,
hey, Randy, can I ask you a question?
Sure.
We've seen in the last 6 months, a year, even a few months, we've seen all sorts of different alternative media platforms and social media platforms starting to emerge, like Odyssey and like Rumble and Locals, Hive. Actually, yeah. Like I was just wondering, like how you see the whole landscape at the moment, and whether there is much change. Like, are people starting to filter out into those alternatives? Is YouTube losing people, or are they gaining people? What's the kind of the landscape at the moment from the macro kind of view?
Well, social media is changing drastically, and if you are not part of the mainstream, like someone like myself, if you're not careful, you're going to be gone. Even though I have a check mark on YouTube, they will kick me off if I start talking about the special stuff that's going on right now, whether it be in your country or here. They're going to kick me off, right? So I stay away from subjects like that. So what I'm seeing is that crypto social media is growing, and it's growing fast. And I just invested a large amount of money in Float.app. They're another one that's going to be decentralized, and you're going to have your own wallet with your own keys. And the problem with Hive and Steam is that they're so difficult to use. They're not intuitive when you join these. So the ones that are more intuitive, like Minds, Odyssey, Float, these are the ones they're the cream of the crop now. They're moving on up because you want people to be able to sign up, start earning some crypto for rewards, like tipping people and those kind of things. And those are the ones that are going to do well. And there's a large audience that are moving to these platforms because they don't want to. Look what we did with DLive. Remember when Hexo got kicked off of YouTube? We took our whole community to DLive. That was mind-blowing for me. That I just saw 500 people stop using YouTube and move over to DLive overnight. I was like, this is confirmation to me that we will move to decentralized channels, or not. Even though DLive wasn't decentralized, but options that use crypto. So that's why I see us going. And guys, I'm telling you, the low-hanging fruit for crypto or for Hex are people who already use crypto, and they're light users. Not the people on Twitter are the heavy users. These are the people they've already got their mind made up. They're in the ADA community. They're in the Tron community. They're in Ripple, whatever you want. But the people on places like Hive and Steam, they're the low-hanging fruit, man. They haven't made up their minds. The crypto nomad, she came from Steam, just like me. There was a couple of us who really cut our teeth there. So I recommend it. Start using the crypto social media channels, guys. It just makes sense.
Yeah, and do you think YouTube are losing people, or what's the are people leaking out from those?
They're bleeding. Odyssey is doubling their amount of bandwidth like every month right now. So they're growing so fast because you guys should have all your YouTube channels backed up on Odyssey, or which used
I do. Odyssey's great. I've loved using Odyssey. Sometimes it's not good. It's very, very slow, and the videos don't play very well. But that seems to be improving.
Sammy, you're listening to some Zeppelin over there.
No, that's not me. I thought it was
that's me, man.
Oh, that's you. Sorry.
We're jamming. Hey, real quick, we have another guest here too. HexDex16. Welcome to the chat. Wait, did we lose Sammy?
What's up?
Hello.
Oh no, Sammy.
I'm still here.
Okay.
HexDex,
welcome.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you guys.
Yep.
Sorry. Let me get rid of my chart at this point. We're kind of done on the charts. How to let me let's see. Sammy, where are you?
Hey, I'm here. Hey, HexDex, how you going?
Hey, how you doing, my Aussie gal?
Yeah, good, man. Good to see you.
There we go.
We're on Twitter all the time since her whole Barbie thing,
Yeah, I know you.
Yeah, I know.
The Barbie honey trap.
I wanted you to get you out to Vegas, but the lockdowns there in Australia and stuff like that. So
I know. We're spewing we missed it, aren't we, Bluey? We're spewing we missed Vegas.
We're coming in on Blackhawks if we're still locked down this time to the next conference.
You better get in here.
Man.
Yeah, we're doing the Blackhawks. It's okay. Unrec knows how to drive them, I think.
So I got to drop this real quick for the people. So I know, speaking of lockdowns, speaking of pandemics, speaking of what's going on, and vaccines and stuff. If there's anybody scared of like the virus that caused the pandemic or any virus in general, there's like I'm no health expert or anything, but astragalus is a good herb to intake daily, whether you're healthy or not. Astragalus attacks any virus inside of your body naturally. It helps keep your it kind of keeps you at like a homeostasis, keeps your hormones balanced. It also helps reduce like the stuff the hormones that cause stress and stuff. Oregano oil is good to fight any bacteria that's unwanted in your body. Good natural. If you get sick, get a cold, you don't want to take normal pharmaceutical medicines. That's a good thing for your body. Zinc is good to fight off any infections. If you take those, it's always good to have iron. Iron's kind of that thing that transfers all those nutrients in your blood to the rest of your body. So if you guys are worried about anything, there's natural remedies, to take care of your body. The best defense is always kind of being, proactive. So take care of yourself. Don't wait till you're sick. So that's my non-professional advice to give to people.
Thanks, Jenkins.
And get yourself a bug out house like we did out on the beach where no one will bother you.
Yeah, stay away from everybody. That'll keep you safe. How about that?
Well, that's not what I'm doing it for. I'm doing it to stay away from the government.
You go.
That's my other reason.
There you go.
I'm doing the omega 369. So
nothing's better than those omegas. That's like probably the best thing for your entire body. Those omega 3s and omega 6s and stuff. So
we bought 2 years worth of ivermectin. So we're our doctor, who's the best pediatrician in Panama, he's blocked now. He's not allowed to be on social media or anything. It's crazy.
That's crazy.
He used to be on TV like 3 times a week. They totally blocked him, and he's like, "Load up, guys, because they're going to block. They're not going to allow it to be sold in the market soon." So we just picked up a whole bunch.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, like I don't want to it's weird. It's weird having any conversation about sensitive stuff to the world like that because it's not even my channel. You say one of those words, that channel's banned. I mean, we're having a Richard Hart the other day. Someone asked him about we can't even talk about. I'm not even gonna go there.
We don't even know. We don't even know what words were triggered. We don't even know what their systems are. It's all just completely kind of random and. That's why everyone's so afraid to talk about anything.
We
don't even know what the bloody rules are.
Kim Kardashian, I'm the biggest fan of her ass.
That's it. That's it.
Amazing.
I love French fries and McDonald's. You guys should go out there and eat it. It's really good for you guys.
Donuts as well, I've heard.
Donuts. Yeah. Free donuts, guys.
I love donuts.
Large coffee.
Stay home, get fat and sassy. But yeah, so I mean, man,
it's true that we gotta say these things. It's true.
Yeah, it's weird, but this is cool. So this started off as a Hex TA kind of stream, and here we are. We got a party started.
Yeah,
this is fun.
Oh god.
Hey, I checked, Jake. I don't know if you look at my Aurochs indicator stuff that I post, but I'm a very simple TA guy. I do what the AI tells me to do, and it says we're green all across the board. The demand index says green. The Aurochs indicator says green. Daily, weekly.
Hey, if you want to share some screens, go for it. I know everyone here. If anybody turns into a Jenkins stream, they like charts. So if you want to show charts,
that's all it's telling me to do. We had that small pullback. It was red for one day, then it went right back to green. So I was like, oh, okay, we're green.
If you want to pull up some charts, Randy, I mean, you know me, I love some charts.
I'm a simple fuck, man. The Aurochs indicator just says green. That's all you guys need to know.
Come on,
AI says we're green.
It's tough to see anything outside of green and Hex.
You can trust AI.
It's done great for me for like 2 years. That's all I trust. That's all I listen to now. I mean, obviously I watch your streams. I watch Gerardo, and Wales, and that's good enough. All those. Yeah. You guys confirm what the AI tells me. That's
we are the AI. Little did everyone know.
Hey, Jenkins, if you can see, say, predicting $1, right, for Hex, what do you reckon is going to happen to the other copy? So if ETH Hex is going to give about $1, what do you reckon will happen to Pulse Hex? Got any idea?
Yeah, I mean, they're both going to go up, obviously. I mean, I think what's going to happen first, I think P-Hex is, or whatever they're going to be called at this point, but the Pulse Chain version of Hex is going to catch up to it eventually, probably sooner than we think. I mean, you asked Blue Bum, he was like, bam, it's going to take no time. But, yeah I mean, the Pulse Chain version is going to catch up first and foremost. And then it's just going to be a constant battle. Like which chain of hex is they're going to push the limit. If I see a cheaper discount on EHEX, I'm going to go there. If I see a cheaper discount on PX, I'm going to go there. All I know is I'm buying them all until even at $100, I'm going to buy them. Once we get to $100 on either chain, it's kind of like we're in it basically to earn interest at that point. It's a savings account, just like at a bank, but it's completely decentralized. But yeah, I mean, they're at the very least going to catch up to each other. And I would assume, I think the easy answer is saying that the Pulse Chain version is going to pump more harder, which I want to be shocked to see. But I just think they're going to stay standard around each other, kind of just always constantly raising the bar. Like Richard says, we're going to see expensive hex on both chains and whatever he really says. I mean, he said $1 million hex. I don't know that, but usually what he says goes.
Yeah, anything less than millions FUD, you know.
I want to be surprised. I mean, it's weird because in hex, like we talk about these astronomical bullish numbers that are just all the way on the moon and above, and when they actually happen, it's like, whoa! Like you knew it was coming. We talked about it happening, then it's here, and you're like, okay. Like a cent, that was it. And then 10 cents, he lit the candles, that was it. And then we spent maybe 5 hours at 10 cents, and here we are, almost 3x from there. And life's just happening too fast, man.
Yeah,
I know,
Jenkinz,
right?
when it gets to $1. I mean, like my life is just like, I mean, I'm already like ready, set to retire. I was talking to Maddie about, retiring at the conference, 369, next year in Vegas. But, I'm ready already to just check out. But I'm like, when it gets to $1, that's ridiculous. So is that $10, $100 hex? That's just ridiculous.
Did you just drop some hints that you're selling at $1? Is that what we just got out of you?
I'm not selling at $1, bro. I cashed out one stake in hex in my entire staking lifetime, and I've always either ran good accounting, which I'm waiting on until I get through with my tax advisor this year. But I'm going to restake, and because you don't need all the money. I mean, when it gets to ridiculous amounts, like the first stake I ended was just ridiculous. I mean, and I don't spend a lot of money on myself. I mean, I haven't changed my lifestyle. One of the things that I learned early on 6 years ago was if you get to what Maddie calls the SWJ or SW sudden wealth syndrome, is one of the things I learned is don't do anything for 6 months. I mean, it's tempting to go out there and quote, spend the money, that type of thing, but just don't do anything for 6 months and just let it soak in. Just let it happen, so to speak, as far as, because you go through all these different stages. I have a beautiful lifestyle. I mean, I have no debt, and I did that before hex. But, it took 6 years in crypto, to get there to that point. But you don't need all the money now. It's fun to sit there and look at, and I've made a couple of posts on Twitter, stupid posts, like laying out the $100 bills. But I mean, I have 2 cars, a nice house, excuse me, nice house to live in. And I'm not looking to make any major financial decisions at this point. And I think a lot of people could gain from that because if you don't know my background, if you didn't see my interview with Nerd Girl or with Balton Brand, I mean, the way I started in crypto 6 years ago, and I bought my first 3 Bitcoin November 4th, 2016, $634 per Bitcoin.
Nice.
But I was an automotive detailer. So I cleaned cars for automotive group here in Montana. And I used to collect the change that, like couch change, the change you find in cars.
Yeah.
So, and the funny joke was with all the college kids there, because I'm 53, so I'm an old OG, right? I'm like, I would sit there and I would, whatever change were in the vacuums or in the cars, I'd collect it and I'd put it in a mayonnaise jar and I'd invest it into crypto. That's what I started doing 6 years ago.
Wow.
Nice.
I'm a multi-millionaire.
I mean, yeah, that's super cool. I mean, 6 years ago, that's a long time, and that's a blessing. You know, you have to really. I mean, if in crypto it is, because crypto's what, like a decade, just over.
Yeah, I get you.
We're talking crypto years. You know, you can't be a 20-year vet in crypto. It's just not possible. Yeah, so I mean,
like 6 years.
But it's a blessing though, because like you have to really go through those rough times to really kind of understand. Like experience is the best teacher. You know, I can go on here and talk about all these technicals, but until you really feel it, you don't really know it. But like, yeah, like how you say you kind of went through it all and you kind of came across Hex, and here you are. You finally got to that light at the end of the tunnel. So kudos to you. But to kind of go back on like the point of where we're retiring and selling, for me to be transparent with everybody, I haven't sold a single Hex till this day. I've done nothing but buy. But I would tell you guys, I'm probably gonna make my first cash out at $10. I think I have to take something at some point. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. I'll take a little bit at $10. I'll be fine with that. But yeah, so very inspiring. Hey,
Jenkinz, so you reckon you'll take profits at $10? What sort of time frame would you expect to see $10 at?
I love it. Sammy's always sneaking in those time frame questions on me.
1.4 months, Sammy.
1.4. Yeah, tomorrow morning. How about that? I mean that's a stretch. I mean, okay, so if I'm talking $1 at the end of the year, $1 is a 4x. We just did a 10x in the last 4 months. We do a 4x in the next 4 months. A 10x from $1 to $10. I mean, talk to Wales Only. We're going to see that in December, and Wales Only is like he's up there on the people that I listen to in Hex. But for me, I mean, oh man, a stab in the dark.
He predicted $10 by the end of this year.
That's what he's saying. Yeah. I would not be shocked to see 10 by the end of next year. And
we have to come up with a term. We have to come up with a term for the P Hex plus E Hex price.
Like double that, because we're all going to get double. I mean, yeah. Oh,
or whatever it is, whatever the addition of the two prices are. Like we'll have to have a separate price. Like I don't know what to call it. Like there's something total Hex price, or I don't know. Like
that's crazy.
You know what I mean? Hex will refer to the Hex on the Pulse chain. E Hex will refer to Hex on the ETH chain. So what's like? I don't know the total of that, the addition of, because there's so many of us who will have equal of both, pretty much.
Yeah. Well, let's have Gerardo make a chart for that, where how he puts all these weird charts together.
That guy is on point, by the way.
The charting people are going to have so much to talk about. They're going to have the Hex, the PX price, the EX price, the Pulse chain price. Whatever else is plus whatever liquidity token that he wants to do if he does that.
Man, I'm already linking my chomps for that. I'm already excited to get on stream and be like, oh, let's look at the EHEX price. Here's the PHEX price. Oh, here's the Pulse chain price. And here we go. I'm so excited for that. Like, I want more. I'm like, a Hex is enough, but like, I love some charts. So I can't wait. I know everyone else can.
And just imagine what it's going to be like in the future when we have so much more data. Like, the first year was really the launch year. There was 500 million Hex coming on every day. And so we haven't even been going for 1 year, really.
Yeah, there's hardly any data whatsoever.
We're going 2 years.
Yeah, it's almost 2 at this point, actually. It seems like it's been 3 weeks.
I know it. Well, it feels like it's been forever. I'm like, I can't, no, you're probably right, Jenkinz. I mean, I can't believe this much time has flown, because I was one of those guys who did like 1 year stakes, 1.5 year stakes, 2 year stakes, initial beginning. And if I told you the dollar amount that I invested that got me to this ridiculous point here, you would laugh. But I mean, and I'm a very conservative guy. So I only invested 25% of like what I could have possibly deployed my capital for. And I'm like, dang, if I'd just done 50. But then the sacrifice phase came through. And so I stuck a throat choking amount into the sacrifice
there phase. You go. So, new opportunities.
I mean, as we talk about here in Montana, I talked with some of my fellow Hexicans. In fact, I have a meetup, not this weekend because Labor Day weekend here in the United States, but next weekend on Saturday, I have a meetup with 6 guys from work that they're finally like oh my God, like you weren't kidding. And I'm like, I told you. So I have meet up with them to get them into crypto because, I mean, the give back is more important to me in my life than take back type stuff of like anything I ever possibly need. And so, but the funny thing is like when you sit there and you talk to them, you're like, yeah, I told you about Hex. Like day 3, I was day 1, and then I told people day 3. And I got one guy who got in on day 4, and he's doing absolutely fantastic. But
that's awesome.
It's like share it. But the saying I was going to get to is, this is a saying we have in the shop at the automotive detail shop, because I'm not retiring until the second conference. I could have retired after the first conference, but I said the cake is baked. Bro, the cake is baked. I'm like, you don't understand. You're getting a duplicate copy of your Hex on Pulse Chain. Plus, if you sacrificed, like, it's going to get ridiculous. It's just going to be absurd.
Somebody from Montana saying the word ridiculous. That's funny.
Yeah.
I'm
loving it.
Hey, guys, there was a question in chat in regards to T-shares when the copy of Pulse comes out. I would understand it as the T-shares would be exactly the same amount of Hex, but depending on the price, USD, that's the only thing that would change. Is that correct?
Yeah, they're the exact same price. We're not that lucky.
Well, it's the exact same price. It's the exact same price in Hex. We just don't know what the Hex price is going to be yet.
Correct.
Yeah. So real quick, so you guys are gonna run this show because I have to get off soon. I have to give myself a nice little outro. So I have to show everybody something and you guys. 1 second. Oh wait. Hang on. Give me literally 30 seconds. No. Give me 8 seconds. Hang on.
It's so funny.
How you been, Randy? All right.
Oh, look, he's got a. Yeah, I'm doing good, man. Loving the beach life, Sammy. It's.
What's he got there?
Here we go.
No. Okay.
So I'm gonna say goodbye to you guys. I have to say goodbye, but let me just show you one thing.
Sweet doggy.
It's not a stream without the baby.
Bulldog.
Hello.
Her name's Jelly Bean. French
Bulldog. Okay.
God, say hi, baby.
Aww.
You gotta listen to her.
Hello.
Bro.
Hello.
Look at this. Oh, I gotta get it's perfect for a screenshot. Pink Hex shirt. Shout out to Faye.
Pink belly.
Got the baby tonight. So it's not a Jenkinz stream without the baby making her appearance. So, look at that yawn, bro. Such a fake yawn, but all right, you guys. It was nice meeting most of you guys.
Awesome.
I'm heading out.
Good
you guys run the ship.
Jenkinz.
Thank you guys for taking over. Thank you guys for hopping on. If you guys want to set up any streams in the future, reach out to me. But it was a pleasure. It was fun. So shout out to you guys, and until next time. Okay.
Cheers.
Good to see you, Jenkinz. Take care.
Thanks. So hang on. So I started the stream. I don't know how to leave without ending it. Can you hear me? Hang on. I don't know how to leave without ending it.
You might have to end it, and that means we all have to end. I'm pretty sure. That's
or you
all
could
right.
just mute out your mic and your audio, your video and audio. But I mean, I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna.
You have to end it. You have to end it.
You could end it, bro. You could end it. No worries. It was just nice to meet all you guys.
Yeah, I mean, man, here I am. I'm the bad guy now. I just ruined the party. I just took my ball and went home. I can't do that to you.
No, that's all right. We'll do it again soon.
That's all good. Yeah, plenty of opportunities to live.
Okay, well, so at least you guys know if you guys have me on a stream with you, don't make me the host because I'm never the one that lasts the longest. I'm not a Richard Hart 8-hour streamer type of guy. Yeah, so I really hate to kill the party. I'm sorry, unless like Blue Bum, anybody here that can take over power. I'm pretty sure there has to be some way.
That's all right. I'm tapping out. See you guys. Good to see you.
See you, Sammy. See you, Hextech. See you, Randy Hulaski.
Great to talk with you.
See you, Crypto
It was good
Jenkinz.
seeing you guys. I'll hit you
Thanks
guys
for
up on
bringing me
Twitter, and I'll see you guys around. Hit me up if you guys want to get on stream again. Hexdex, Randy, it was nice meeting you guys.
All right, guys.
Hey, good meeting you.